I swear, man, with each day that goes by and by, the story gets this whole case just gets more wilder and crazier. So let me get this out the way. I am no longer thinking that Houston Texans are behind this. I'm no longer thinking that. I think that thinking is out of the way. There's just too much that is going on against Deshaun Watson. That's going on in terms of his trade stock and all that. But that's not even the most important thing, right? So there has been two girls that have identified themselves as the two victims. Uh, I think Ashley Celise and Lauren Baxley. Yep, Baxley. So apparently the law firm who's working with Ashley name again goes by Busby, and so apparently he was looking for 100,000 in terms of hush money for for this whole thing so that it won't be put in papers, put out in public to see. Like they was gonna settle it privately for that, and that's what they were seeking for, the 100,000. So which he didn't get it. And matter of fact, that was a month before the Ashley lady put out her statement in terms of what she dealt with Deshaun. So, and you know what's crazy about all this is that one of the ladies, I think she goes by the name of Jazz Brooks. She was the person who came out and defended Deshaun Watson. Apparently, yesterday, it turns out that she had a DM that's been leaked, going behind Deshaun's back and saying, "Yo, like." Matter of fact, I think this was the person who did Deshaun Watson about 40 something times or whatever. And so apparently she said that she stopped working with him because he was doing too much. And he heard that his name was getting put out there from him doing the things that he was doing. And he said that, and she put out there like, that she hopes that she don't get questioned about this stuff because apparently she knows something. And now, like, it's getting real dark. Like, this is, like, I'm starting to think that this is going to turn into a Bill Cosby situation where it's going to turn into a big domino effect. Like, you're going to have one person, you're going to have two people come out in Ashley and Lauren, and now the more confidence that those two ladies build to identify themselves and speak out what happened to them, now you're going to have more girls come out. And you're going to turn into 4, 6, and 12. And so, and then what's bad about this situation as well is that now Nike has suspended his sponsorship. So now the money that he's getting from Nike, gone. And Beats by Dre dropped them completely. So he's out of that deal. So now it's just turning, now we are actually seeing his demise being televised. Like this is honestly the definition of his demise, of his career being televised as we see it. Now they don't know, like in terms of his position in Houston. I think once everything is done, even if he's innocent, even if he didn't do anything, he can't stay in Houston. Like I don't see a scenario where I think there's gonna be a time where the Houston Texans are literally just gonna give him up because as bad as I made it out to be to where the Houston Texans were behind us, I don't see them behind this at all. Like, as the story begins to unfold now, I see the Texans having nothing to do with this. And the more this case continues to happen, the less and less his value becomes tradable. But I'm starting to see like his trade value go down little by little with each person that comes out and says something different about Deshaun Watson. And I'm starting to be in the middle with all of this. Like, I'm going to be like, I don't know whether to say innocent until proven guilty or guilty until proven innocent. Because I think I think what has to happen now is that we all have to give Deshaun Watson the benefit of the doubt. And me personally, I have to give Deshaun Watson the benefit of the doubt. And I have to wait. We have to wait for his time in court. Have to wait for evidence to show. Have to wait to see what happens. And whatever happens, happens. But I've never seen, well, in my lifetime, never seen a star in the NFL, a quarterback, go through something like this. Now, the whole Tom Brady thing is not nearly as much. Like, he only been suspended for 4 games. But he hasn't lost any sponsorships. He hasn't lost any deals outside of football. With Deshaun Watson's case, you have under the biggest shoe company, the biggest sports company in America, in Nike, just suspended your deal until further notice. And Beats by Dre just completely dropped you. So I don't know what's gonna happen from here, but I pray and hope Ashley and Lauren are just okay during this whole process. But it's just wow, and who knows if all of this comes out if Deshaun Watson don't ask for a trade at all. Like, I'm honestly stuck on that for one. And two, I don't know why I honestly didn't think about this throughout this entire case. Why the hell does he have so many massage therapists? There were 18 that came out and spoke for you. There's 22 that are speaking against you. And with this whole Jazz Brooks situation, now it's going to question all of the other girls that even spoke for you. Like, I don't know, I honestly don't understand, or if he understands how much deep trouble he's in now that Jazz Brooks has this information out. So now there's one person after a week ago speaking up for you. There's something against you with this same woman. So look, I just pray that everybody's safe in this situation. And I mean, of course, this ain't over by a long shot. And I believe that more names are going to be coming in the picture. And I mean, we'll see. And in terms of Ashley and Lauren's story, they pretty much had the same story. I think, when they walked in the room, he was completely naked, face down, and she was just terrified, of just seeing him naked. And now that she's saying that whenever she does her job, it's hard for her to do it because she thinks about him. So this ain't a good look at all. Like, the song, it's starting to look worse. I mean, Lord knows what happens from here, but I pray for everybody's safety. That's all I can say.